This is IndusInd Bank presents Cheer for Greatness, and we've got a Super Saturday coming up at the World Cup. Let's move on now to the second game of the day, which is South Africa against Sri Lanka in Delhi. Both teams have lost key bowlers to injury. South Africa without Anrich Nortje and Sisanda Magala, Sri Lanka without Wanindu Hasaranga. Dale, if we talk about the South African attack in the absence of those players, how do you think they'll shape up?
I still think they're going to be fine. You know, in the last few years, you've seen Anrich Nortje and KG actually rested a lot in the South African team because they play the bulk of the cricket. They're always having to play test matches and T20 leagues and then coming back for South Africa in one-day games. It feels like that's a great opportunity for them to have a rest. And you'll see the other guys kind of get an opportunity. Your Lungis will play a lot more, etc. Your spinners, Keshav has come good. So the bowling unit is always changing. And then when you get to these big tournaments, you want your big guys. But injuries are part of the game, and unfortunately South Africa losing out on Anrich Nortje, but it doesn't mean that their attack has been weakened in any way. It just feels like maybe the opposition are a little less feared because of the South African attack, because that power pace of Nortje is not there. But you see Lungi and Giri come in. I watched him in the warm-up game the other day. He was one of our best bowlers, him and Marco Jansen. So I still think they're going to be okay, but they will miss Anrich Nortje at the back end of the tournament when maybe wickets start to get a bit slow and low. Having that guy with the extra pace, 155 kilometers an hour, bowling straight, great Yorkers, great bouncers, attacking the body, you will miss that.
Yeah, and that's what makes Anrich Nortje particularly unique. But Sri Lanka, we know, always brings someone unique to these tournaments, and this time it's Pathirana. I don't know how much you've seen of him. What do you think he'll be able to do in these conditions?
This is baby Malinga,
That's
right?
him.
Yeah, no, I think he's amazing. He's young. He played at CSK, had a little bit of a leadership role with Dhoni, and I'm sure that huge confidence having to play under MS Dhoni. I know in the back end of my career when I was picking and choosing what I wanted to do, I actually wanted to play for Chennai because I just wanted to play under somebody like Dhoni. So baby Malinga has already got that trump on me. But being a young guy, let's not put too much on expectation on this young man. You know, I think with a unique action, it will be challenging for some of the batters who've never faced him before. They'll have to get into it. But him also being young and not as much experience in the longer format, when I say longer format, a few more overs than 2020, it might also be a challenge for him, is how he keeps coming back in those spells that are required from him, how he bowls his death. It's no longer 12 balls or 6 balls. It's actually a spell. It's 3 overs, maybe 4 overs. And that's where you can potentially get taken down. So it's going to be a big tournament for him, but I'm not going to put too much on his shoulders just yet. He has a bright future.
Yeah, so not too much on Pathirana's shoulders, but I imagine huge expectation on South Africa's shoulders. They're actually playing on a day when the Springboks have a bye at the Rugby World Cup. So for a change, all eyes on the Proteas. Dale, try not to be too biased in this one. Pick your winner, South Africa or Sri Lanka?
Yeah, without being biased, I think I would still probably go with South Africa. Just a power team. You know, even with Anrich Nortje missing there, I think they're just such a powerful team. And Bangladesh, Sri Lanka have struggled with some injuries of late. So I'm probably going to go with South Africa.
Yeah, okay, and bad news for you on that front, because our fan comment, once again, going against what Dale Steyn has predicted. It's Ravi Ranjan this time with our social media comment, and he says Sri Lanka with several exclamation marks, Uelalage with several more exclamation marks. Those are the only words that really matter. I want him to get another fiver and take the game away. And that's it for our IndusInd Bank Cheer for Greatness for this episode. We'll see you again next time.